need it. Thanks, team. As well, and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriage as just a flash way of saying that I'm in charge of doing the marrying today. And I'm also in charge of making sure that we have a lot of fun and a good time while that happens. Because I know that some of you probably think that the ceremony, this part of the wedding, is the boring, dull part, where we've all just got to sit quietly and behave, where we think, oh my God, when does the bar open? When can I have a drink? Does that sound familiar? Yes, I'm sure it does. Well, great news, you're not at a boring wedding. So this is your permission slip to clap, cheer, wolf whistle. Surely you invited some people who know how to wolf whistle, surely. Yeah. Oh. Yes, more of that, please. Okay, because this is a celebration. This is the start of the party, isn't it? And we are excited. I'm excited. Excellent. A long-awaited moment has arrived. Are you ready to get married, mate? Well, it's now time to welcome Brooke and her bridesmaids.
Wrapped around my knees, sweet as earth. I don't recall family, only that you ever did was to see good in me. And I've been living, waiting on the day that the good Lord will send you on my way. I've seen hard times, bad luck, all that in between. Sweet as the sunshine, good as sun. Sweet as
Welcome to your wedding. Hurry, we give them a big round of applause. What do you reckon? Woo! For the work is done. You've made it. We're here. We're in this moment right now. You get to be present in it, and each of us has the honour and privilege of being able to celebrate with you. And I can think of no better place to be celebrating than here at Coolin, Ben's family home, the place where he grew up, which is also the place where he asked if you would like to spend the rest of your lives together. Pretty special, if you ask me. And even though you've already built a life together and created a home together, today you get to do something that's unlike anything you've done together before. Today is about publicly celebrating your relationship in a new way. It's a day where we get to reflect on the journey that you've walked together so far, and one where we look ahead with excitement as you start this new chapter as husband and wife. Honour to love and cherish and protect what you have created together. Nothing that you face is going to be able to overcome you from the commitment you've made to one another. So with all that being said, I reckon it's high time we seal the deal and get you married. What do you reckon? Let's do it. Well, Brooke and Ben, before you're joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. So, Brooke, from this day forward, do you choose Ben to be your husband, offering him your unwavering love, support and faithfulness, despite the fact that he is notorious for ruining the blankets in bed when he twists and turns and tosses like he's having some kind of seizure and suffocates you with them as a result, or the fact that he drinks rum and it makes his breath pong like a rat house, even though he tries to continue to convince you to watch Home and Away with him, his favourite show, to celebrate with him in times of joy and comfort him in times of sorrow, to always seek out the best in him, vowing to journey together through all that which is to come for all the days of your life. I do. And Ben, from this day forward, do you choose Brooke to be your wife, offering her your unwavering love, support and faithfulness, despite the fact that she's banned you from having a top sheet or a blanket in bed, leaving you to absolutely freeze your ass off? God, it must be awful. Or the fact that she drinks dirty, stinking Jack Daniels and it makes her breath pong like a rat house. Even though she has strictly limited you to one episode of Home and Away per week. I mean, my God, how are you going to keep up with what's happening in Summer Bay? I don't know. To celebrate with her in times of joy and comfort her in times of sorrow. to always seek out the best in her, vowing to journey together through all that which is to come for all the days of your life.
I do.
Well, Brooke and Ben, you've written some personal vows for one another. I'm going to invite you to share those now. I'm going to go get them and you guys can decide who's going first. How does that sound? You can scissors, paper, rocket if you like.
Love, Emma Home, I promise to stand by your side through every adventure, to cheer you on in your dreams and to laugh with you even when life gets messy. I vow to love you fiercely, to support you endlessly, and to choose you every day for the rest of our lives.
Would you like me to hold this? Yes.
Benny, I see these vows not as promises, but as privileges. I get to laugh with you and cry with you, care for you and share with you. I get to walk with you and build with you and live with you. Let's build a home of love and support. You are my home, and I will always find my way back to you.
Now, wedding rings are perhaps the most recognised emblem of marriage. They've long been worn to signify a couple's commitment to one another. You sweating, Ginge? You got them? You're carrying precious cargo? Yeah, good. Okay, excellent. Very good. They've long been worn to signify a couple's commitment to one another. Wedding rings are really special and they're really symbolic. So, Brooke and Ben, as you exchange your wedding rings today, what you're doing is you're again acknowledging your partnership as a married couple. And may they serve as a beautiful reminder that wherever you go, that you will always return to your shared life together. And they're always going to be a cracking reminder of your brilliant wedding day. So, Ginge, you're up, mate. So, Brooke needs Ben's ring. Oh, my God, don't do the job at 95%, mate. Well, a round of applause for Ginge, everybody. Might have had a bit of stage fright there. Okay, so these are your legal vows. So you're just going to repeat after me.
Right.
Okay. So we need your left hand, please. So can you flip the screen and just hold it sort of back in? But don't look at me, you're not marrying me. Look.
I call upon
the persons here present
the persons here present
to witness that I, Benjamin Johnson,
that I, Benjamin John Simmons,
take you, Brooke Jane Donnelly,
take you, Brooke Jane Donnelly,
to be my lawful wedded.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
It's just sweaty.
Very sweaty. Okay, all right. So we need to. I call upon
the persons here present
to witness that I, Brooke Jane Donnelly, take you, Benjamin John Simmons, to be my lawful wedded
husband.
Well, Brooke and Ben, today we've celebrated your story and the journey that you've been on together, and we've witnessed you express your love, your loyalty and your unwavering commitment to one another. You've made very solemn promises with the vows that you've spoken, and you have united together with the giving and receiving of your wedding rings. So it gives me great pleasure and delight to declare that you are now officially married and shall henceforth be known as husband and wife. Now, there's only one more thing that Brooke and Ben need to do to make sure that their marriage is officially signed, sealed and delivered, and that is for them to take a quick moment to sign their marriage certificates. And Tempting as it's going to be, what we don't want is a face shot at point blank range. Okay? So rather than throwing it at Ben, a couple of you like, oh, that was my plan. So we want to think about your rotator cuff, flick it up nice and high so that it falls beautifully like freshly falling snow, and then Ben's not going to look like he's asphyxiating as he's walking back up the aisle. Does that sound all right? Can we manage that? Excellent. Well, if you are seated, family and friends, I'd love to invite you to stand once more. Reminded that you are surrounded by people who love you and who are committed to supporting you, encouraging you and cheering you on as you embark on this next chapter of your adventure together. So speaking of cheering, family and friends, please join me in making some serious, unruly country noise for our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Ben and Brooke Ceremony! Asking if her mate knew of any single, rich, dumb farmers. Now, this was a very specific criteria.